Hey guys, Angus here, bringing another Airsoft video today. As you can tell by the fence line behind me and also this nice target here, we are going to be doing an accuracy test today of another Airsoft gun. Now today's accuracy test is going to be of this gun right here. It's a gun we've been taking a look at recently. This is G&G Armaments GR16 CQW Rush BlowBack Airsoft AEG. If you're interested in purchasing it, there's a link down below in the description to airsoftStation.com. where you can purchase this gun for about $225. Now, getting on with the details of the accuracy test here, we are going to be taking a couple of shots with this gun today at 3 different distances, those distances being 50 feet, 80 feet, and 110 to 120 feet. Now, as you can tell by just the looks and also the name of this gun, CQW, which stands for Close Quarters Weapon, this gun is more so designed for close quarters combat. Therefore, the final distance there will just be to see if you could use this in field and it could be accurate. Getting on with the details of the accuracy test, what we are going to be using, we have our 450 round high capacity included M4 magazine loaded up with TSD Tactical .25 gram BBs as the ammo we will be shooting. As for battery, we have a 9.6 volt 1600 milliamp stick type battery that actually doesn't fit inside this gun's buffer tube. That is why, if you haven't noticed yet, we do not have the butt plate on the stock. Anyway, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the accuracy test of G&G Armaments CQW Rush. Alright, so our first distance here is 50 feet. It's probably going to be your optimum distance for this gun in a close quarters battle. Let's see if we can hit this target first up on semi-automatic. As you can see, 50 feet semi-automatic, no trouble hitting that target at all. Let's go full auto. Full auto again, no trouble at all hitting that target. You see a couple spots beginning to be shown by the shoot and see target. 50 feet, easy hit. Let's move back to 80. All right, so we're back at our second distance of 80 feet. 50 feet was an easy hit. Let's see if we can handle that at 80 feet. Semi-automatic. Alright, so I'm going to end the semi-automatic test right there. As you can see, I only think we scored maybe 2 or 3 hits on that target at semi-auto, but the other ones, you can see them, they're barely going over the top, barely going to the side. If it was a human-sized target, not that small box, I believe you would hit them in a narrow situation in a CQB game. Let's go full auto on this target. So full auto at 80 feet, you really don't have any trouble. You're firing a burst. What I like is they're going straight forward, not sporadically letting go. Straight line, you're going to be able to hit your target, a couple of them going around. But full auto at 80 feet, you'll definitely be able to score a hit on that target. Let's go back to our final distance of about 110, 120 feet. All right, so we're at our final distance of about 115 feet in the middle of the 110, 120. This is going to be our maximum distance we're trying out. Like I said, this is more of a field distance. If you wanted to take it into the field, go ahead, shoot at this distance. So let's see if we can hit this target. First up is semi-automatic. Alright, so at 115 feet, semi-automatic, the BBs are barely missing the target. The hop-up is adjusted, just so you know. They're barely missing the target. It's coming just to the side or just over. I believe, again, if it was a human-sized target, you would have a chance at hitting them. And especially considering this gun is more so designed for CQB at only 320 FPS. Out here is a pretty impressive almost hit there. Let's go full auto. Alright, so as you can see, full auto, it looks like we might be hitting the target. I can't hear it out here. I'll have to look at it on the footage later. But the BBs are coming very close. They're flying again in that straight line right into the vicinity of the target. In my opinion, if there was a player, one of them would probably have to hit him. Most of the BBs seem to be, either dropping directly in front of it, twisting a little bit, and some of them may be coming into contact with that target. So let's just go to the final conclusion. Alright, now for the final conclusion of the G&G CQW Rush accuracy test. Better get this going quick because we got a thunderstorm rolling in. Now, before somebody says, oh, that gun sucks, well, take into consideration this is a CQB weapon being tested at field distances, especially the 115, 120 feet. If you look at that, we are coming in the vicinity just next to it of this target. All the BBs for this test are scattered around the bottom here. None of them, only a couple overshot, but the rest of them were just scattered right around, either hitting it or narrowly missing it. Look at how short your barrel is. It's only about that long. So that accuracy, it's pretty good for a gun with a barrel that short. It's basically designed to be in a CQB situation. That's about it. 50 feet, any gun's going to hit 50 feet. We see consistent accuracy. It's semi-automatic and, of course, full auto. Take a burst, you're going to get that guy out at 50 feet. Moving up to 80 feet, semi-automatic, we only had a couple shots come into contact with this target. Most of them were just skimming to the side, shooting over, maybe one or two just dipped down in front of it. Our hop-up was adjusted for that accuracy test. And then full auto, we are coming into contact with the target. We did hit it, like I mentioned. It's not a sporadic full auto where they all fly everywhere. The .25s keep them in a straight line. Boom, 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 hit that target. 115, 120 feet. Out there, that's a field distance. Like I said, 80 feet is probably the max distance you're going to be using this gun with in a CQB situation. 115, 120. Semi-automatic, I don't believe we scored any hits. We might have scored maybe a couple, but they were coming into the vicinity, and that's what's important. Right here, right here, right here, just not many touching the target. And if they did touch the target, they were kind of weak, not really making a sound or leaving an indentation, being this gun is only shooting 320 feet per second. Next up, the full auto test. I believe we were hitting this target. Again, I do have to review the footage to make sure, but I believe we were hitting this target, and if not, they're coming right in this area, right here. If I'm a man-sized target and I'm here, I have my gun up, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to hit that target. So with that being said, we're going to wrap up the final conclusion of the accuracy test, and what I have to say is that this gun, being that it's a CQB weapon, it's very accurate. The groupings on the target, the groupings of the accuracy test here show that it's coming in the vicinity. During that entire time, we had none sporadically go out anywhere more than maybe 3 feet from this target, and that's what's important, because just taking a couple shots on semi and you're shooting in a real game, most of the time you should be able to hit your target at those distances. So with that being said, guys, this has been Deathcore Airsoft's accuracy test of the G&G Armament CQW Rush. If you're interested in purchasing it, link down below in the description to airsoftstation.com. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe.